Good morning, Ramon. Good morning, Team Steam. How is everyone today? Hopefully everyone had a good night. It looks like Moneyline Mills had a good night. Dave Redling had a good night. Oh, and Howard Hogan. It looks like he had a really, really good night. Only, 15-5. 10 games up. I mean, who wouldn't want that, right? But congrats to all the winners. Hopefully everyone is excited again here for Major League Baseball Day 2. I'm pumped. How about you, Ramon?
Where are all the games? That's what I'm wondering.
I was
Were they expecting everybody to rain out on opening day? We know that that's what happens, and that's why you see only the dome teams and the warm weather teams playing today, just in case the weather was bad. And where was the weather bad? Out here in Southern California.
right.
They had to postpone the Padre game the way that was looking there in the first inning. Had to bring out the dirt dry.
Right.
The Padres didn't look too good. The Dodgers looked good, and the world champs lost. Everybody was mad at the Astros yesterday.
I was mad at the Astros. I was also mad at the Royals and the Angels, and maybe the Padres. What the heck?
The Padres got a David Dahl problem in right field. You can't have a guy in your starting lineup that you're basically going to cut once one of your star players comes back. I mean, he's not going to be on the team. I don't think he'll even be. He'll be given his
release papers.
Yeah.
Basically.
When it comes time, I guess they need him right now. They're not going to go with a young player, but he was exposed there in some critical situations, and the Padres couldn't get over the hurdle. But what big day in Major League Baseball yesterday for a lot of different reasons. Number one, everybody was checking out the rule changes and how did it go for everybody with the rules? Did they like what they saw? Did they not like what they saw? The pitch. I mean, here's the thing, right? With the pitch clock, Mindy, I'm in favor of it. I mean, what do you miss when there's a pitch clock, right? I mean, it's not like they take away any action. I mean, it's only more action. The only thing missing when you have a pitch clock is the time in between the action.
Yeah, the color commentating, right? The stories, the background, all that kind of good stuff.
So I think the pitch clock is fine. Other rules are fine, but I thought it was an interesting day. Had some big stars yesterday. The catcher from the Orioles, Rushman, with his big performance. C.J. Cron of the Rockies, strong performance. The Cubs knocking off the Brew. Nice day for Team Steam yesterday. Got off to a hot start in baseball, you guys. Great picks. And it kind of flattened out at the end, but started off with 5 straight winners in the major leagues yesterday, including that over in Atlanta and Washington. The Cubs on the run line. Saw a lot of people had Cubs straight up.
Right. You wanted to go Cubs straight up, if I recall.
Yeah, we took them on the run line, got it done there. And we also had Pittsburgh and Cincinnati total over in that one. So just a good performance overall yesterday for Team Steam. But let's say hello to everyone and maybe take a look at who did what yesterday at Tony'sPicks.com and say hello. Get ready for another big day. You have 5 games in the major leagues. It's mostly about pro basketball today with a gigantic card. Saw this 2 of the games didn't even have totals until a little while ago. So maybe we're on too early. I don't know. Let's say hi to our regulars, our folks in the chat. Hello, everybody who's here. It's Kevin today was here, and Moneyline Mills, Jamal, Dave loved Otani yesterday, and who didn't? Howard Hogan. Yeah, in the end, right, Mindy? I guess in the end it didn't work out. The A's actually got the win yesterday. Wow, Howard. He's got the money eyes emoji. He's got the money bags. 15, 5, and 2. Was he Howard? Were you holding out on us yesterday?
Right.
Yeah. Were you giving out all those plays to us?
Mm,
Don't be hogging the plays here. Dave's looking for the Nerfies. He's only got time for one inning.
right, that's it. Otherwise, the schedule is packed.
Great to have Dave here today, and Blake is here talking about Verlander. Oh boy, yeah. The Golden Knights had a rough night there, huh? Losing to the Sharks. Wow. Yeah, that one we had, definitely were on the Golden Knights there, Mindy.
Yeah, that was a big one.
Sharks are leading it pretty much all the way. Money line up. The A's did them in.
Right.
Hi to Luna. Tiffany's here in the chat today.
Hello.
You should bring us some winners.
I think she
Hello.
should bring me some coffee. That's what I think. I think she should hit the Starbucks for me.
Gerardo's here today. Scott says, "How about the Cubbies?" Well, I mean, Cub stock is up for sure. They're getting a lot of attention. That they've been kind of putting things back together a little bit. So, Thomas Lewis, of course, here. T.J. Harvey. Jamal said the Braves look good.
Yeah, that's right. Corday was upset. He said he's out of contention already. His Washington Nationals.
Oh. I don't know. I mean, Braves really did a number on them eventually. We talked about this one on the show with Tony. The Rangers trailed early. I joked that who did the Rangers have pitching? It wasn't Jake DeGrom. It might have been Jake from State Farm.
Right.
Gerardo with his picks there. And yeah, I don't think so, Thomas. I mean, again, the bigger base. You don't think it made a difference in the runs? I think the difference
about the offense is all.
Yeah, and again, I think the when I talk about the bigger bases making a difference in the offense, it's subtle, right? I mean, what you're going to have is just that many more stolen bases, right? I mean, you can get to the next base. I think one thing about the pitch clock is going to allow players, it doesn't have infrequent occurrences, but if a guy throws over twice, you get that bigger lead, if you will. Even as the pitch clock winds down a little bit, you can start to inch, I think, away from the bag a little bit because he could still throw over,
right?
But the pressure is on a little bit, right? So I maybe a little bit more investigating on that, but I think that the pitch clock, again, like I said, I think it helps the top pitchers.
It seems to be helping the batters too. It seems like all the rules are maybe helping the offense a little bit,
I mean,
getting into rhythm here.
No, well, that's what that's what like when I talk about why are we screwing around with where we can play our defense because we want more offense. So I think they're going to get it. I think they're going to get it. Again, baseball is such a subtle game. It does take time for everything to come to a heat, if you will. So Dave said he liked the Shy Sox. I gave out the White Sox run line, but I gave them out on my Twitter yesterday as my Twitter afternoon play. Fernando is here. Both Fernandos are here. Fernando
Mark Sadness.
Fernando Mendoza.
There you go. More winners. Look at that.
Okay, all right.
Angel got some winners.
Clement is here. We're always willing to give Clement a boost.
That's right.
Corday says the game of the day, Rangers, Phillies. What else did we learn yesterday in Major League Baseball to start the season? I don't know. Trying to think about 10-9. That was a wild one, no doubt about it. In Toronto and the Cardinals. Michael Thompson's here today. Angel Reyes here as well. He loves the pitch clock. Yeah, I'm on it. I'm in favor of the pitch clock. That one, I totally get behind because all we're missing are guys fooling around, adjusting their jocks and their batting gloves, and not playing baseball. Basically,
Right.
that's the way I feel about that. So, and Dodgers, yeah, we went. I went under. That was me. I think that was me that went on. Oh no, we both went under in that one. Yep, no doubt about it. It was over because the Dodgers
Yeah.
exploded on the Diamondbacks. So,
Yeah, quite a few different innings as well. So they kept the offense rolling that whole game.
Oh, hello to John Holland here today. And let's see, Chris Thompson says hello to us. Lucky Power here. Yeah, I think it's more than just the pitch clock, John, that's going to bring those totals up. And I think right now, I don't think that bookmakers are adjusting for increased runs. And I think they're going to be in for it. Even I will be on a few more overs here, even though we're getting teased a little bit on that Dodger under. Corday Blake Snell is not an ace pitcher. No, he's not. And the Padres are actually missing their opening day starter. Was on the unable to start right now to start the season with a broken toe. So they went with Snell. And but I will say that Snell is a pitcher, and I think it's been you saw it last. He's a pitcher that is going to be stronger at the end of the year. But I do have problems with after just seeing one game with the Padres, and I think that they are, not what they're all cracked up to be. Yes, do they have the talent? Yes. Will they, win a bunch of games because of that talent? Yes. Will they win the championship? I don't know if they will. I think their back pockets are getting fat, and I think that it's a problem. I think that they will not have the hunger in the end to be a world championship team. And that's my team, and that's what I'm talking. That's the way I feel. Just the feeling going in. Look, I'm going to be excited. I mean, they spent all the money, they've got the talent, but I think that they're fat and happy with their all their money that they got, and that prevents you sometimes from going for it. So. Yeah. Oh, Angel does not like Lance Lynn today. Hey, he was on Team USA. So, and Fernando talking about other sports as well, a little soccer action. Also, I might have some plays for you here by the end of the night, by the end of the show in the women's Final Four tonight. I already put a couple of videos up that'll be on the site later with a couple of plays in the women's game, and I might give out a few more in those two national semifinals games. I mean, even Mindy, you got to be watching tonight when Iowa,
Right. The Iowa Hawkeyes. Yeah.
South Carolina, the two best players in the country. I kind of wish it was the final because I think they're the two best teams to watch. But we do have the other game with LSU and Virginia Tech, and that one's closely rated. South Carolina is a big double-digit favorite over Iowa. I'm not so sure. I mean, come on, Iowa's got a great offense.
True.
I mean, granted, South Carolina is undefeated, and they'll be trying to be the 10th team to go all the way undefeated. So, what is John saying about my Padre? Yeah. Again, I think Snell will improve enough. I mean, you just need him to be a durable guy, I think. So, Fernando says Padres team total today. Curtis is here, so it's time to get the show rolling.
Time to go.
Yep. Dave says he doesn't, maybe Lance Lynn. Terrell's here today. He likes, he's talking about the South Carolina team total. I have not actually seen the South Carolina team total, but I imagine it's about 81 or so. And we got John likes Caitlin Clark. She did win she won the I believe the Naismith Player of the Year yesterday or the day before, but
Correct.
the Wooden Award, the Women's Wooden Award, still to be given out. Wouldn't um, yeah, so Caitlin Clark, you know, wins one of them, but I don't know if she'll get them both. They'll probably let's see here. Yeah, well, yeah, no, it's going to be they're 12-point under. They're 12-point underdogs in the game, but should be a wild one. I mean, we see South Carolina uh, scores just be um, outrageous in some of those games. They're great defensively, but they also are strong offensively, putting up some pretty big numbers. So, but I think those games are kind of a featured game tonight. Maybe we'll make a pick or two. Like I said, I already have some picks on the website on Tony's Picks in those games. One is on the side, one is on a total, and they're going to be the sponsored video and also the leaderboard video. So check them out. I've got a few plays up there for the NCAA women's tournament. Um, Great games, and I just wish that we could see, uh, Boston and Clark in the final, but they'll be in the semifinal tonight. So that's it. All right. Calling maybe too many points. Here's Angel says Lakers money line, so he's ready to get rolling here, I think, because they're playing the Timberwolves and wants to get to those. So let's do a little commercial thing, you guys, where Mindy and I talk about Tony'sPicks.com, where you find the premium picks, absolutely our best picks. And I know that Clement was giving us a little bit of a hard time there with our loss yesterday there, Mindy, but take a look at the numbers yesterday. We were the top handicappers over at Tony's Picks with an 11-5 record. Doesn't hurt when you start the day off 5-0 in Major League Baseball. Probably just going to quit right there, but plus 472. We're on top of the handicapper leaderboards for yesterday. That's you and me and our chat, Mindy.
That's right. Team Steam.
No doubt about it. That's us. That's all of us. So congratulations, you guys. We are the top handicappers. Team Steam, 11-5 plus 472 units. Let's be fair to Collins Brown, 5-1. With all due respect, that's better than our percentage. And his units 438. Great day for Collins. He's right there. The GM 4-0. Better day, kind of than us, certainly as well. But, we got it done with our volume. Sean Didwitty also won all three of his picks. There's Tiffany, 6-3, plus 226. Josh Pope won both plays. Tony T, just cracking out 75%, no big deal. And we'll take a look over the last week. Sam, 23-5-1, still just crushing it. There I am, up 1,000 units. The GM up 824. There's our morning steam, Mindy, plus 736. I'm up there. Morning steam's up there. Tiffany's up there. You're up there. Don't forget Nick Collins also in the profit over the last 7 days. And over last month, I'm up 3 dimes. Tony's up there, up a dime. So, all right. Thanks, everyone. Use the promo code TonyT at checkout to save 20% off all of our premium pick packages on Friday in baseball, basketball, and hockey, and maybe a few other things as well. So, Mindy, what are you planning on doing over on the site today?
Well, so far I have my Major League Baseball picks in. So I do have a Friday 5-pack in Major League Baseball. And then also, I believe I put in either 1 or 2 games in the National Hockey League. That's as far as I made it here today. I have some plays in mind for the NBA that I'll probably go ahead and get to here after the show.
Yeah, well, we got to see what we got for Team Steam. That's what we got to do. So use the promo code TonyT at checkout. Save 20% off all of our premium pick packages. Not just Mindy and I, but all of rappers are doing very, very well right now. You see how deep the leaderboards have been for several days. I've been talking about it. So, and there's Tony T's got his videos up for Friday in NBA basketball. You can take a look at all of his plays as well. So, All right, everybody. Thanks a lot for listening to us. And again, if you're struggling at all, we're going to give you a bunch of free plays here, but our best plays are over at Tony'sPicks.com with our premium picks. And I think that's proven with the numbers right there. Good record for Team Steam, but Mindy and I have putting together a little bit. Those are our best plays over at Tony'sPicks.com. All right. Yeah, Thomas dropped off the 6 dimes there, but we'll get it back today.
There you go.
So, all right. A few more comments. Let's see before we get started. No, it doesn't actually, Fernando. It seems like I think the Iowa South Carolina. Check out my video. I mean, the last South Carolina, I don't remember what it was. I don't remember. Both teams are way up there in the scoring. So, Clement, let's see. I wonder how we can do that.
Well, that's what I said. I'm like, we, put all of the plays in.
Oh, that's true. We do it at the end, right? At the end, Clement. At the end of the show, all the plays are listed there, and you can take maybe a screenshot or on your phone or on your computer, and that would help you. Thank you, Thomas. All right. Moneyline Mills with a play today. Check out my sponsor video. See if Moneyline and I are in agreement on that. So, Chris, we're going to get to the basketball. We'll start with baseball today with the short schedule, and the game starts early with the Mets. I don't mean early, but 6:40 Eastern. So,
Okay.
and all those here. All right. All right. Here we go, Mindy, and let's get to the rundown.
Yeah, Blake is excited that we have the show on Fridays now. See, for me, it's hard to figure out which day of the week it is now that we changed this all up a little bit.
Yeah, today's Friday.
It is. You guys made it through a long week.
All right, well, the Mets are going to take on the Marlins in the second game of the season here. Peterson on the mound against Luzardo. Boy, if the Mets, Peterson's a fine-looking pitcher. He'd probably be a pretty good major leaguer as the years go along. But the Mets, I don't know. You're supposed to be a World Series contender. This is maybe their number 2 man right now. Well, they are going to be in a pick'em here right now on night number 2 with those pesky Marlins. So is it the Marlins that are maybe the surprise team? I'm showing the line kind of moving back toward the Mets. Maybe they're a slight favorite now at $1.15, and the total kind of moving higher here at 7.5 under -115.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit of, Peterson's had maybe a little bit of lack of control, but again, every year's a new start, right? Luzardo, I like how he's played. I think he came on really strong at the end of last season. I just kind of see here that they put up, the 8 runs yesterday. I think they can do it here again today. I'm going to go over that total 7.5 here.
All right, Mindy going over with Peterson and Luzardo in this one. See what's up with the chat here. Marlins for Angel Reyes. Oh boy, that's going to be a +1.5, -170. Guess I was in hockey mode. I was like, oh God, what's it going to be 250? But no, it's baseball. So, one thing about run lines, I mentioned it yesterday, kind of don't get stuck in that hockey mode, right? Because there's a difference between 5, 6, and 7 goals and 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 runs, and that's why run lines are going to be a little bit more tolerable. TJ likes the under here, going against Mindy here a little bit. Angel says Marlins are playing 1-score games. Scotch is with you here. Mets and over for Fernando M. Corday here. Me and Corday are going to be together in this one. I like the Marlins in this one. TJ on the over. First, that's the fish, huh?
It looks like Marlins. Yep.
Wow, Marlins got their own emoji. And TJ will even take it +2 That'll be a little bit more pricey. I would imagine that would be closer to 225 or so. But getting that extra half a run might be worth it. Okay, I'll take the Marlins on the money line though, and Mindy will take the over. I'm gonna try Luzardo here in this one. And oh boy, we got a few more. Brent's on the Mets. And TJ on the over, and Angel says he's got a Nerfy on this one.
There you go, folks. For the
I
folks
better,
that
I better, everyone, I know I take it for granted. No run first inning, everybody, for Nerfy. If you're new to baseball, and I mean, it's almost a new term, really. It's really just come
yeah.
over the last couple of seasons, right, Mindy? Is that that product, that betting product, has become more predominant. There's Nerfy and Yerfy. So Nerfy is no runs first inning, and actually Angel's got it a little bit juxtaposed there. Maybe he doesn't want to show on Friday. Maybe he says no Friday. That's what.
No Friday, yeah.
Nerfy and then Yerfy is there will be a run in the first inning, and it's a popular play. Collins Brown, our handicapper, likes to deal in those, and although it's not supported in the back end of the system at this time, he does give out quite a few plays with his videos in baseball, and we know that he does much more videos in baseball during the season, and he does a lot of those Nerfies and Yerfies. A little bit too short of a sample for me on that. One inning. I'm glad that everyone likes it, though. It gets if it gets you involved in betting games, I'm all for it. Okay. Well, here's one that's been talked about a little bit already. You got Lance Lynn, member of Team USA. You guys, I mean, don't be just because he's a crusty veteran. A little bit here. He is a pretty big dog today. The Astros are $1.45, 7.5 under 25.
But I think he struggled a little bit with Team USA, if I remember correctly. He's 5-7 with a 4.41 ERA versus this Astros team. Javier, he's 11-9 last year, 2.54 ERA. It's one of these that I also think that the Astros are going to have to try to do something here to get back on track. But I'm not so sure. Like, I didn't really see much of offense yesterday. It could just be that, have an Altuve out, something like that. Maybe they're just a little bit sluggish. Maybe it was Dylan Cease on the mound. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take under the total. I think they're struggling here a little bit to start the season, we'll say.
Well, Curtis has got this as his lock here, as a lock here on the under, Mindy. Today, the steam has come in a little bit on the over here in this one. That's why I think you see the juice up there a little bit, but I'm not so sure. I mean, I'm kind of liking the under myself here. Maybe I can. Just concerns me a little bit. Everybody's making fun of my guy Lance Lynn, though. I don't like that.
Your guy.
No, I'm gonna probably end up taking him here. Butterscotch here says, and he of course is our Chicago correspondent. He likes the under in this one as his lock. So Curtis and Scotch both on the under here. And Corday wants to go under. Blake wants to go under. Who doesn't want to go under? Fernando is on the Astros. I'm going to take the White Sox today against the Astros. Came with them yesterday on the Twitter. I'm going to come with them here on the show on a money line play and take them as a dog. I'm going to take the White Sox on the road again against the Astros. Maybe the Astros are feeling fat and happy. Maybe yesterday I saw Megan Thee Stallion throw out the first pitch. Maybe they should have. She's got bigger thighs than Nolan Ryan. So maybe, can I say that?
I don't know.
I just did. She looks like a pitcher out there. She kind of missed the strike zone, but
So did Marshawn Lynch. He missed pretty bad. But Ken Griffey, he was able to put it over the plate. I think the
um,
I think the Mariners had like what, 6 people throwing out first
all
pitch.
right. Okay, and okay, winning wagers here. Hey, winning wager, nice job on the videos. I don't know if it won or lost. I'm just saying it was a good job on production and your presentation. I think you had the Angels actually, but that's okay. It looked good video there by Winning Wager. I know you checked it out, Mindy. I did as well. Good job, Winning Wager, with your videos. Terrell, first 3 under. Ooh, that's interesting. Is there, Mindy? Have you seen a book? I'm sure there
I
is.
have not. I have not seen the first 3, but not that I necessarily look around too much either.
Right,
So
right. I just wonder where that is. What books? I imagine it's one of those, DKFD offers, that they're offering a lot. So I'd be interested in that, Terrell. I'm not having that available at all, or haven't seen. I've heard it talked about a little bit, but uh, didn't know it was so predominant. I'm not sure. So, all right, and he might be on it. He might try the Angels again here. It looks like Will Hill has the first 3 bets. So, okay, all right. All right, Mindy, you're on the under. I'm on the White Sox here. All right, here come the Rockies now. Going to be taking on the Padres again. Yeah, it didn't work out for the Padres yesterday. Once they were losing, they kind of brought in the low leverage guys there, and the Rockies kept pounding. CJ Crone, big day for him for the Rockies yesterday. So, great job by Colorado. Well, I gave them out on the show. I had Rockies and over. How about
you
that?
did. I know, right?
I'm our
I
Padres
was like, what? How can you
correspondent.
take the Rockies?
Yeah, I'm the Padres correspondent. Look at this total. It's dropped pretty significantly here from what it says on the screen. Right now, the Padres are about $1.90, 8 under 25. This one's going lower.
Yeah, I mean, Freeland is 9-11, 4.53 ERA last season. A guy that kind of historically, I guess, pitches a little bit better on the road. But if you take a look at the Padres and Martinez, he's sitting at a 3.47 ERA. I just think the Padres have to get back after it. I mean, they're still the better team, Ramon. I'm going to take the Padres minus 1.5 runs here.
Well, they are, but Colorado got it done. Here's Curtis. He wants the
know.
over here. John Holland wants the over. I'll be against my guys here. I think in this one will be it's funny because yesterday you think about the weather conditions and
Yeah.
it really would kind of lend to the under yesterday, and it still ended up going over. But Padres going to Padre. Fernando on the Padres here. What'd you say,
Yeah, I
Mindy?
think it was one of those that the Dodgers were the only one to get that over when it got a little bit chillier weather. But for me, I took the Padres minus 1.5.
Padres on a run line for Mindy. She
Yeah.
thinks they'll bounce back here
I
today.
do.
And I know we've got some support there. Corday, he's going to actually go a little bit alternate universe here and says over 9 runs today. Looks like you'll get a little bit of a plus money here if he does that. Dave says, "Who do you like, Mindy, in the bullpens?" I like the Dodgers.
Yeah, I mean, like what? The Astros, Dodgers, Guardians. I mean, I think they're probably what, top 3-ish. Then, you have Padres, Yankees, Cardinals, probably, right? They also have decent bullpens.
Angels
What do you
with
think?
you today. I'll
What do
be
you
on the.
What do you think about bullpens? Who do you like?
Well, I like the Dodgers are probably my number one going in. Of course, I like the Astros and what they did as well. Angel likes the Mariners bullpen here. Jamal likes the Padres today. Corday says, "What is the current over/under?" He might have thought it was 9. I thought he was challenging himself so he could get plus money. This one, Corday, take a look. This is a pretty accurate line right now, 8 under 25. So over is going to get you a little bit of plus money at 8. There's some 8 under 20s out there, but I think this one it got steamed to the under for sure. So you're going to get the best price. Okay. Well, you're Corday, so I figured you're going to take over 9 because, hey,
Because
you are our money man. You like those great returns. That's what you're known for. When I think Corday, I'm thinking, taking a big dog, right? I mean, probably one of the gutsier guys in the chat. Corday, our man there. I trust Freeland here. I'm going under in this one, Mindy, with the Padres and the Rockies. I went over yesterday. I'm going under today with Freeland and Martinez. Martinez gets a pretty bad rap. He's not not an all-star necessarily, but he's going to give you a lot of innings. Remember, Padres paid him quite a bit of money considering when they brought him over last year from Japan. So, all right. Any more here? Rockies first play overall, Matt. I mean, right this second.
he means today.
That's right. Let's see if we can find a baseball consensus play. We're running out of plays here. And I'm getting a little warm, so I'm going to introduce this game and take off this sweater.
Cool.
And this one, the Diamondback. Hey, look who's back. It's Dustin May. That's good news for the Dodgers, certainly. I hope he can stay healthy. The Dodgers are about $1.90. And the totals moved here, Mindy. I show 7.5 over 15 there, but this one's moved to the under. 7 under 15.
Yeah, so Chris Thompson, to answer your question there, the 8 under 25, meaning it's sitting at about minus 125, so you got to pay 125 to make 100 on that deal. So all he's doing is showing the odds on that over and under. So it can give you a good idea of if this line may move plus or minus based off of the juice here as well. But Merrill Kelly is 0-9 versus the Dodgers with a 5.97 ERA. It's one of those that I just think that I just like the offense here for the Dodgers. There were the other ones that scored in multiple innings to kind of, surprised me here a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and take the run line today here with the Dodgers.
Oh, hey, Dodgers on the run line, ready to come back big time here with LA after their dominating victory yesterday. Curtis on the run line with you. Here's Solo on the Dodgers. And Merrill Kelly, terrible ERA against the Dodgers, but I like Merrill Kelly. I'm going to be on the under in this one, Mindy, with Kelly and May. Welcome back, Dustin. Yeah, he was in spring training. He's been back here, but I mean, to make his season debut on the second day of the season, good to see Dustin May. It was tough, a lot of times to see those pitchers, Mindy, they find something and they go out and maybe they overexert, they get used a bit, they found something new, and then they get the injury, and you got to go through that surgery. So May's had his setbacks, but he's back now. Hopefully he'll be okay.
Mechanical, good to go.
Yeah, I mean, I like
stronger than ever.
May. Look, I mean, a Padres fan. I don't like the Dodgers, but I just, I do like players, and I root for them, and don't want anything terrible. And thought it sucked when he got hurt because he's, thought he was a strong-looking pitcher. Here's Jamal. He likes the Dodgers and the over here. TJ, Dodgers under and Dodgers -1. So, all right. And 7.5 under. So I'm paying some juice here for sure, as explained by Mindy. All right, Mindy, one more game. Hopefully we get a play. If not, no big deal. You got plenty of basketball to look at.
That's right.
In this one, the Guardians and the Mariners. And the Mariners here $1.65. the total 7.5 over 15. Yep.
Yeah, so you got the Guardians pitcher here that is 0-2 with a 18.41 ERA. Robbie Ray, on the other hand, he was 12-12 last season, 3.71 ERA. Just a guy that just really couldn't get any run support. He was one of those pitchers that pitched well, but could just never get any hitters to get behind him whenever he had his outings. The Guardians don't hit lefties all that well. Ray was 2-0 against him. I'm going to go under the total here of 7.5 runs. I think it's going to be similar to yesterday, a low scorer. And again, both of these teams have the good bullpens, so I think it can stay under that total.
Yeah, it was a bummer for me yesterday. I tried to go over, didn't know what I was doing, so I'm going to go under here. And this one, I'm going to go under with you. That's going to be our one baseball play. There it is.
Princess.
Hello to Dart Thrower today. Hello, as Curtis has Seattle under. Angel says Guardians, it's a bullpen game. Butterscotch on Seattle money line. I don't mind this, even that this high price probably find a way on the Mariners here. Angel on the Mariners, John on the Mariners, Fernando on the under with us. And he likes the Mariners. John on Mariners. First five.
Yeah, I played a lot of first fives with Robbie Ray last year. That's why I know that he's struggled getting run support for whatever reason. So hopefully not today. Mariners are changing it up.
Now let's look at Major League Baseball 5-game card. And we're back at it tomorrow with a full slate once again in Major League Baseball.
We're back after it, huh?
Yeah, well, day 2, got to save those opening day tickets. So no cancellations yesterday, just the 5 games today. All right, let's get ready to look at this NBA card. I have 13 games, Mindy. I'm sure we can find some consensus plays here to add to. All right.
I hope so.
Started off with the Bulls and the Hornets. In this one, the Bulls going to be a big road favorite here, -9. The total 224.
So can I consider the Hornets to be like hot right now since they're 3-0?
Yeah, absolutely.
121. Bulls 1-2 over their last 3 here. I'm going to take the Hornets today. The hotter team, perhaps. I don't know. Hornets 4-1 against the spread in the last 5 here. Overall, taking the Hornets today.
Well, had me scrambling looking for injury news because the line had gone up to 9. And yeah, there are some issues on the Hornets, certainly, in this game. Terry Rozier is going to be out. Martin is out. Gordon Hayward's doubtful. Oubre is questionable. Smith Jr. is questionable as well. But it's not all hunky-dory for the Bulls either. Green, Caruso, Drummond, all questionable. So I don't know. The Bulls to me, I don't know about 9.5. Yeah, look, I know Charlotte's been pretty woeful right now, no doubt about it. So probably going to try to agree with you here. I'm thinking, Mindy.
Okay.
I know I know we're going to be on the Charlotte Hornets basically.
We've done it before.
In April, late March here, but I'll take 9 points with Charlotte tonight. Here's the thing: look at the total. You see it there, 224, and these teams kind of go over. I think it kind of helps that to get those near double digits also. So let's take the Hornets tonight. I don't know if anybody in the chat's going to be too hot on the Hornets here, but let's take a look.
Well, a lot of different. I've got over in there, under in there.
Angel likes. Wait a minute. Angel's money line first quarter lock not official. How does that happen? This is an unofficial lock. Is that what it is?
Right. Way to skirt out of that one, Angel. Really. Come on.
TJ looks.
He's covering both sides.
Is that under and the Hornets plus the points? Corday says wants to see if Hayward's in there. Yeah, but again, it's our job here also to kind of anticipate. And I want those 9 points now. We already know yesterday, uh, Mindy or was it the day we got toasted on one of those days with? Oh, it must have been the day before because yesterday was kind of a nondescript card. Oh no, well, Jokic, right? Jokic was out late in that game in the game yesterday, and New Orleans led from start to finish. So, and I gave out the under on the show, kind of on the premise of that anticipation. So, Thomas wants Chicago, Jamal Bulls and under, Scotch on the over. This one's all over the place. Don't
Right.
fade the Bulls, Curtis says. And Dave would not bet the Bulls with
Even
anybody
here.
else's money. DJ Hornets, yes. All right, we'll take them. 9 points. Get us on this game, Hornets. I'm going to be
All right.
watching
We're in.
like it's the World Championship game. Hornets, go Hornets.
It's going to be on your main TV, right?
The women's game will be on. Well, yeah,
I was kidding.
women's ball is going to be on.
Your main screen.
Yeah, I like these women's games today. Magic and the Wizards. This one's down to a pick 'em now, and the total 225.5.
Yeah, so you have the Wizards here that are 7th in field goal percentage at 48%. Magic are 20th right now, 47%. I like the Wizards. They're 6-1 against the spread in their last 7 home games. I think in this kind of pick 'em edge, I'll take the Wizards here at home.
All right, Minnie's going to come in on the Wizards and lay the points here today. I just can't figure this one out. I mean, the move is been it's down to a pick 'em now. So still no Beal, still no Kuzma. There's still some sharp money that's kind of on the Wizards. I don't know what they're. I respect what you're saying, Mindy.
You're like,
Orlando.
I don't think that.
Well, that's 40 plus points out of the starting lineup. Both Beal and Kuzma are out, but I mean it's reflected in the line. Certainly there with a pick 'em. I mean this one had the send out was 4, so that's reflected in the line. Certainly in this one, I'll be on the under here with the Magic and the Wizards for sure. If I'm missing 40 points there, and I don't know if the Wizards have anybody who's going to step up for 30 of it or 25 of it. Let's see who. Here's Chris Thompson wants the Magic. Angel wants the Magic. Thomas will be with you, though, on Washington. And I think that's the thing about the Magic, Angel. They, a young team still playing with some energy. And Jamal, Magic, and over. TJ on the over here. I'm going under myself. The send out was much higher for sure, but again, you have those players missing. I mean, the send out was like 230.5. I don't think it ever opened anything close to that. Most of the openers were 225-ish, and it's still going down. Butterscotch with me, Curtis on the Magic, Solo's on the Wizards. So, chat's kind of like us, Mindy, kind of mixed in
Mixed
there.
reviews. Yeah.
Looks like a little bit of a lean here to the under by the chat and me, a couple on the over, certainly. So, all right, Mindy on the Wizards, and I'm on the under in this one. The Thunder and Pacers. The Thunder, a 2.5-point road favorite here. The total's going up to 236.5.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those that I don't feel like the Thunder has been playing well on the road as of late. But I think they can go ahead and change that up here against the Pacers. I'm going to take the Thunder on the road minus the 2.5. They are 5-1-2 against the spread on Fridays, Ramon. They're also 5-2 in the last 7 meetings in Indiana. So I'm going to take the Thunder here. I like it a little bit better that, the points have gone a little bit to the Pacers' way.
Yeah, no doubt about it. No Halliburton still, and no SGA, but this total continues to rise up. Why is that, you guys? I mean, are they just going to play to some wild pace anyway? Here, let's see what you guys are doing in this one here. I think Howard. I think this is the. I think that's probably the Thunder.
Thunderbolt.
Well, because after lightning, you get thunder. So Curtis does like the over in this one. You know, the Steam came in on the over, and I would usually respect it, other than the fact that there's a ton of points missing from the starting lineup with those two hot scorers, SGA and Halliburton. I know we say, oh, it's reflected in the line. Is it? It's gone up to 236. And maybe this is just the way this game is going to play anyways, despite those guys missing. These two teams aren't very good, so I don't know, though. Mindy's on the pace, huh?
No, Thunder.
Thank you. Just listen to Mindy.
Yeah, I mean, I always think the Thunder.
Pay attention, Ramon.
The Thunder's been interesting, because I think I've mentioned it with their team totals just on the road, just haven't really been there. So it's going to be interesting to see how they do. That's kind of what Ramon's been talking about a little bit. But I mean, as for going over this huge total.
Well, that's just it. That's what I have a problem with. So I'm going to go under. Usually this would be kind of the Steam that I kind of tail, I mean, I don't know. I mean, like I said, it's art and science, but I do look at line moves. I'm a market watcher. I stare at this screen all day, and when the line starts to move, I'm like, what's going on here? I didn't see any injury news come out. Why is this moving? And, those are sharps and wise guys and all that.
A lot of bricks in this one.
Thomas Lewis just says they're going to play, two young teams just get out there and have some fun. Scotch on the under, though. Jamal, this might be OKC and the under. I'm not sure. Angel says there'll be no defense. He's going on the over. And a couple props in there with Dave and Angel. Right? Here's the thing, Corday, right? I mean, we liked the Thunder all season when they were getting points on the road or getting points at home. Now they're favored, even against the Pacers team missing their star. Remember, Oklahoma City's missing their star as well. So, and the Thunder, we know the Thunder is hotly entrenched in this playoff situation, so it's an important game for them, and also that might be why they're favored on the road. Maybe that's Mindy's motivation as well. So I'm going to take the under. Mindy's on the Thunder. I'm on the under. Mindy's on the Thunder.
So who holds the NBA script? It's not Arian Foster again, is it?
Say it again, Mindy.
So who holds the NBA script of who's going to make it in the playoffs? Arian Foster, does he hold all of them or just for the NFL?
Right. Yeah, the NBA. Maybe the referees hold the NBA script.
That could be it.
Yeah, talking about SGA's issue. No, I think it's an ankle. I think he turned his ankle. I think he's sitting with a little bit of an ankle injury, actually, Corday. At least that's what's been on the injured list. I mean, all right. Chris Thompson knows the secrets here. All right, couple plays there for you in that one. Let's take a look at the Raptors and the Sixers. These guys are playing, seems like, quite frequently lately. The Sixers are 224.5. So it's gone down a little bit here.
I'm going to go ahead and take the Raptors today. They are 6-0 in their last 6 games here. Looks like they've been taking a little bit of the money. I think I had it at -6 early on today. Raptors are 3-0, putting up 112 a game here. I think they can get it done today, especially with the points. I'll take them +5.
All right, Mindy on the Raptors here, plus those points. The move's been on the Raptors. The Sixers are a dynamite home cover, no doubt about it, but maybe not of late. They haven't been so solid with getting numbers. So I'm going to go on the over in this one, Mindy, with Toronto and Philly. Let me take a look at something here though, real quick. No, I'm on the over here. I think they're giving me a little bit of a cushion here now. Send out. Let me see what it opened. That's what I wanted to look at. Open as high as 228. Yeah, interesting. Not
Yeah, I
necessarily.
didn't see 228, so wow.
Yeah, not necessarily steamed. Uh, you know, to the under. You certainly have to consider what will this injury situation be today. But right now, Philly's got a clean injury report. It's just Toronto with several players questionable today. But Mindy's on him. Take the 5 points. The move's been on him. So not star players certainly on that injury. Well, I say not stars, but you'd have guys like Trent and Barton, Otto Porter out, but he's been out all season long, right? So who is it? Let's see. What's the latest injuries? Wieskamp, Trent, Barton, and Banton all questionable. All right. I'm on the over in this one. Mindy's on Toronto. And, well, let's take a look. I might have missed some plays in the chat here. Let's take a look. Corday on the Sixers, Thomas Lewis on Philadelphia, Angel on Toronto, Curtis on the Sixers. Brent thinks Embiid's not on the injury report today, so anything's possible right now. So Butterscotch got to take Toronto and the points. Sixers have not been playing as well, yeah. And maybe the motivation for the Raptors. Here's TJ on the under, but me and Solo are on the over. Howard on the Raptors. Howard's hot. We know Howard's hot.
That's right.
TJ Raptors and over. Jamal 76ers and over. So this one's all over the place with our chat. Corday talking about look ahead spots. Mindy's on Toronto. I'm on the over. All right.
Go.
Knicks and Cavs. The Cavs are favored by 4. The total is 222. Room 222, if anybody's as old as I am.
I don't know room 222. I feel like I should get it. I don't know.
You guys will have to Google it.
Is that the one on Netflix, like the series Room 222? Like
I don't know. Was there a remake of Room 222? It was a television show in the 70s, but
oh, okay. Well, I don't know. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and take the over here in this one. 7-1 the Knicks' last 8 road games versus a team with a winning home record. So yeah, going over the total. It looks like it's up a little bit from 221.5 where I had it. So I'll take the over.
All right, Mindy, on the over here. Knicks and Cavs today. All right, Mindy. Yeah, well, Cavs at home, they can score a little bit. And yeah, Howard says no Julius Randle. I would think you're going to be right about that. I mean, that sprained ankle looked bad. No doubt about it. There's a move going on right now, you guys, on this game. What do I have it listed there at 4? It's 3.5 pretty much everywhere right now. This one's on the move. I don't know if it's necessarily injury related. I mean, we don't. Randall's out. That sprained ankle was bad. I thought. He's able to hobble off, but you know how it is when you sprain your ankle in basketball. Has anybody? I've done it. I don't know.
Yes.
And you feel like you've broken your ankle.
Yes.
And but you can get up and you're like, whoa. So other injuries for the net. Washington out. Derrick Rose questionable. Jeffries out. Cavaliers, Jared Allen doubtful. So that takes away the inside presence. Danny Green out. Neto questionable. So some injury concerns in that game. Mindy's going to be on the over here. And let's see. And here's Corday on the Knicks money line. Thomas is older than me. I figured I was the oldest here. Angel likes the Cavs. I think there was one other. My guy Mobley. The sky's the limit, right, for Mobley. His brother's not bad either, but I think Evan's the man. And, he's just got to work on his offensive game. I mean, there's no doubt he can be a game changer defensively. Fernando's got a soccer lock today, it looks like. Right. Howard says, he wants the Cavs without Randall. I agree. I think this thing's getting a little bit too low. I want the Cavs here. I'm going to lay the 3.5 now. I'll lay the 4 on the screen. That's okay. Curtis says he's got him as a lock. He's got the over as a lock. Boy, he's with Mindy on this one. Knicks are playing good. Gerardo says, here's Jamal, Cavs, and over. Like to thank James here for us. Probably in the wrong room. We got a bunch of gamblers in here, James. Don't think that we haven't prayed once in a while for a winner, but Randall out 2 weeks, yeah, for sure, at least, right? That was a bad sprained ankle. Butterscotch on Cleveland. Cleveland at home. There it is right there at Cavs. Okay. There it is. Corday, he put so much down, he moved the line. Thomas didn't sprain his ankle. He broke his ankle, I think, is what he did.
Yikes.
Angel with the player prop. Cavs over for Thomas. And I agree with Scotch here. Yeah, and the thing about Mobley is very humble. He's just starting to learn more about himself. He'll be a leader eventually, but right now he's still young and kind of learning the way. But he's starting to mature a little bit. Follow his career. I follow him very, very closely. You guys know that, the Mobley brothers. Okay. All right, here's the Hawks and the Nets. In this one, the Nets are now a dog. Oh, Hawks -1, total 240.5.
Well, I'm usually kind of off the Hawks, but today I'm going to take the Hawks. I did have them at +1 earlier. Looks like now they took the money. They're on the minus side of things, unless I had it wrong. But the Hawks, they're 6-0 against the spread. The last 6 Friday games, Ramon, and 7-3 against the spread the last 10 here, while facing the Nets at home. I'm going to take the Hawks here.
Yeah. In fact, Mindy, you'll want to get on them as soon as you can. I'm showing the Hawks are now up to 1.5 and maybe even 2 at some spots. Definitely on the move here are the Hawks. They are taking more steam. They've already taken some steam, and they're starting to take more right now. Look, there's not a major injury situation in this game that is kind of suggesting that the move beyond the Hawks. Again, Brooklyn, they're the team with the better record. But, I mean, after all, it was Kyrie that left them that way. And we know that the Nets are not as good right now. But, I don't know. I still kind of like the Nets maybe in this one. I won't go against Mindy here. But, man, 242.5 with these two. I don't care. I'm going under. Look, maybe it is going to be just a incredible game. 242. It's down to 240.5. What do I have it listed on screen there? 241. I'll go under 240.5 in this one with the Hawks and the Nets. I mean, what are these? Who's? I get it. No defense, whatever. What do you guys got in the chat in this one? Here comes Thomas Lewis on the Nets. Angel says Hawks won last game, so they're going to lose this time.
Win one, lose one. Win one, lose
He's
one.
taking the Nets. He's taking the Nets. That's Nets. That's Nets. It's not Nats. The Nats aren't playing today. Thomas Lewis on the Nets. And Brent Cook says, yeah, there. And again, I didn't mean to to belittle the injury report with DeAndre Hunter questionable. He's certainly an impact, certainly a pretty good player for sure. Jalen Johnson probable though for Atlanta. It is something to consider with him. Mindy, I want to mention too, the Bulls look like they're starting. We talked about them already, and we took the Hornets. Well, hey, you know what? We haven't necessarily put our plays in the back end, and when we get there, we're probably going to be getting 9.5, maybe even 10 points now. The move on the Bulls right now, folks, they're taking steam pretty much across the board. The sharp book in Vegas up to 9.5. The book 10 minutes away from me is up to 10. The biggest square book on the internet's up to 9.5. So the move is on the Bulls right now. Back on that game. So here's Brent giving us his numbers on this game. Here's Jamal. Jamal's Hawks and over, but Brent is Hawks and under. Scotch is on the Nets. I don't know what this means, but I like saying underplayed. Played the under. I played the under already is what that says to me.
Yes.
Thomas has got, he's probably on his phone driving or something. And
right. Voice to text.
Be careful. Angels and Hawks on the road trash. You know what? I don't disagree with that. The garbage icon it kind of looks like the handicap icon to me because it's so small, but it's blue. Nets and the over. Fade the Bulls. That's from our Chicago correspondent, but I know it was an earlier game, but I just want to mention that they were taking steam right now. And a couple more comments here. TJ on the under, I believe, in this game. He's with me. He's with me in this one. All right. Keep it going here. We'll be done in no time.
All right.
Jazz and Celtics. The Celtics are favored by 13.5. Total is way down here to 231.5. Wow.
Yeah, what did those Celtics do? That's crazy. The Jazz are 6-0 against the spread here in their last 6 road games. Also, Jazz are 4-1 against the spread the last 5 with the Celtics here. I'm going to go ahead and take the Jazz and those 14 points today. Not so sure they can duplicate that performance yesterday.
Right, it's all about how motivated the Celtics can get. It doesn't look like right now they're doing much motivating to cover big numbers like this. It just feels like to me, even against a team like the Jazz that we know have kind of been, not so much. What's all going on in the chat in this one? Because let's take a look. Angel on the Jazz here. Thomas wants Boston, though. Angel Jazz first quarter money line. Yeah, not the same Boston that was getting out to all the right. Give Boston a lot of credit for yesterday's performance, but could there be a letdown today? I mean, they blistered the Bucks for 3 quarters.
40.
Smashed them yesterday, and the Bucks were, no contest. Anybody read anything into that game as far as the future of the playoffs, or was that just a one-off? Because the Bucks didn't have it, that's for sure. I had the Bucks as a premium, and flat doesn't begin to tell the story in that one. Terrell concerned about the Jazz and their injuries. Well, yeah, Markkanen is still out. I mean, that's a big deal. Olynyk questionable. Gay, Clarkson, Sexton, all questionable. But again, it's the motivation factor is what I'm kind of concerned with here. And yeah, I mean, we've seen that total drop. But God, it's hard to go to me under with this matchup, man, I'm going to go over in Utah and Boston. Boston, let's give Boston credit. I mean, they certainly looked sharp yesterday. So, a few more comments here. Angel says, Jazz gets it done all the way around. In the game, that wasn't yesterday, though, right? Okay, yeah, no, that was. No, TJ on the Jazz here. Jamal, Celtics money line. Minus 1,000.
That's it?
1,000 to win 100, Jamal, or 100 to win 10? What's it going to be? Tell us how big a Jamal Jones money line play would be on a team minus 1,000. Thomas Lewis says there'll be defense. Curtis says Boston will do just like the Bucks the night before and a no-show today, and the Jazz will get the cover. Because the Celtics, I mean, could they look at that game yesterday and go, wow, life is good? Butterscotch says, over here with me. Yeah, Celtics at home, they're definitely pretty strong. Buddy Rowalker here today. Nice.
Hello, Buddy Row.
Yep. Yeah, Jamal says maybe the Celtics could be taking out their stars. Maybe the Jazz get that back door. Hey, Jazz are a pretty nice road cover, no doubt about it. And Dave said he did not like that performance yesterday by the Bucks and thinks that maybe there is an issue there. So I don't know, Giannis. He had it early. He had it for the first 8 minutes. He looked fine. But I thought they really, they were lackluster for sure. Mindy's on the Jazz. I'm on the over. Lakers and Timberwolves. The Lakers keeping that run going right now, that playoff run. But the Wolves are the team that have taken the steam here today. They're a 1-point favorite. The total 232.
Well, I was going to stick with the hot team here, the Lakers. They're 7-3 against the spread the last 10 here as of late. Both teams 2-1 over their last 3. I think the Lakers, though, just kind of have the edge over the Timberwolves, especially like on the boards. I'm going to go here with the Lakers.
I mean, can they keep it going right now? The Lakers seem that to have found something. Even with LeBron back now, they've kind of won a little bit too. So here's let's see here. Curtis on the Wolves. Thanks, Howard. Appreciate you. Angel on the Lakers. Scotch on the Lakers. Angel says Wolves getting back home now. And Thomas says he's on the Wolves tonight. Flat spot for the Wolves. The Lakers need it more, Angel says. And he's not a big Gobert fan.
Right.
Ever since Rudy gave everybody coronavirus, nobody likes him.
Right.
We never would have had the pandemic if he didn't touch the microphone.
That's right.
That was really crummy the way people treated him, actually, on that. All right. Brent, not a lot of confidence, but he'll take him.
Yeah, I don't think he likes I think he said whenever he bets on the Lakers, they lose. So just don't bet on the Lakers.
Buddy Rowe and I are going to be disagreeing in this one. I got the under, Mindy. I tricked Buddy Rowe there. He's on the over, but I'm on the under. He says go over 232. And tell you what, Buddy Rowe, this total definitely has been going down. So you're getting the best number, no doubt about it, in this one, because it certainly opened higher. And I'm going to just kind of tail that move. I don't think it was a steam under officially, if you will, but I think more so probably just, you look at the injuries in this game, and, there are some definite Anthony Edwards. He's probable, though, but he's a little under the weather. LeBron listed as questionable. I would imagine he'll be in there. And one key injury for the Timberwolves, I think. I mean, we know Cat is probable, but Naz Reid is out of this game, and I think Naz Reid. I mean, talk about a guy about to get paid. Naz Reid. I don't know who. Here's Jamal, Lakers and under. Thomas Lewis is with me on the under. Mindy's on the Lakers. I'm on the under in tonight's Lakers Timberwolves game. All right. Pistons and Rockets now. Here are the Rockets. Hey, Mindy, one of the teams is going to walk out of the Toyota Center with a National Basketball Association victory tonight. I think that's news in itself. So here are the Rockets, a 5.5-point favorite, and the total 229.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, right? One of these teams will finally get a win. But I don't know. I just don't think there'll be much scoring. That's kind of how I'm going to take a look at this. I'm going to go under the total here in this one. Both teams 0-3. Only putting up about 106 points a game. Going under the total.
Yeah, Steam came in on the under. I'm on the under. Let's take it. We need another play. I like the under with these two teams. I don't know, does anybody else? We talked about, the game with the Thunder and the Pacers. Now, granted, those teams maybe are a little bit better, certainly, but what are these two teams just going to have a run and gun field day out there because they're young teams that suck and don't play any defense? I don't know, but certainly Detroit has some players out right now. They're kind of playing a pretty thin roster. The Rockets are in a little bit better shape. Maybe that's why they're, favored in this game. I think I would kind of favor the Rockets here, but who wants to lay points with either of these teams, no matter where they play the game? I guess the chat's interested in this game.
Right. Look at all of the, comments. It's like the chat is just exploding.
Thomas Lewis, Detroit. TJ's on the under with us. Curtis has got a lock here on Houston.
All right.
Corday says Rockets over. Pardon me. Fernando on the Rockets. That kind of looks like those old the red, white.
The popsicles.
And most of the comments are making fun of the game, so okay.
Right.
And Jamal says he'll take the under. Yeah.
Well, good. Consensus. Look at us go.
Yeah, 229. That sounds pretty good. Especially since I had it at 224.
There you go. Perfect.
So, hey, wherever we can get it.
226.
Wherever we can get it at this point. And we did have the over on the show yesterday, Mindy, with Boston and Milwaukee. It didn't look like it was going to get there kind of at the end, and then all of a sudden.
Just a little.
Well, yeah, because it was a blowout, so you're like, oh no, how am I going to get there? There's only a minute left in the game, and we're stuck at two. What was it like?
Steph Curry's not playing.
229 or something, and then boom, 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 and all of a sudden it was at 242 or whatever it ended up at. So TJ says under is the play. Let's take a look at the next game here: the Clippers and the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies are a 5.5-point favorite.
Man, I keep
on trying 6.5. I'm sorry, Mindy. It's up to.
Okay. I keep trying to get on the Grizzlies team, and they seem to let me down all the time. So I'm going to go Clippers here today. They're 10-4 against the spread in their last 14 road games here. They're putting up 125 a game. Grizzlies 122. Clippers just defeated the Grizzlies, right? 141-132 in Memphis, with Westbrook scoring 36. In Covington with 27. I'm going to go Clippers here. Plus points.
All right. Yeah, and you're getting 6.5 now. The total that I had on there, I either that was a send out or a typo. Just ignore it. Mostly 235s out there. I whiffed on the Clippers last time because, I'm always interested if Kawhi's in or out. He's questionable right now. We know Paul George currently out. So Memphis, got some reserves, definitely on the injured list, but lots of probables, including Desmond Bain, probable for the game here. So, Mindy, you said Grizz?
No, I said Clippers. They, just took out the Grizzlies, 141 to 132. I'm going to be on the Clippers here again.
Okay. Mindy on the Clippers plus the 6.5. All right, let's take a look. Memphis over here. Oh gosh, that's troublesome for me, I think. Curtis likes the over. Oh no, because I was thinking, okay, I like it. Curtis got me thinking now all of a sudden. I might just roll with Kurt. I was kind of hot and cold. Here's Butterscotch on the Clippers with you. The Angels fading everyone. Fade the public. Brent gives his numbers out here. Might be seeing a move come in on the next game. I might wait here. I'm seeing the screen starting to light up.
Uh-oh.
Everyone betting the
We're just
Grizz.
talking about it, huh?
Not Mindy Hahne. My man Norman Powell. He said, my man Norman Powell is back. So that's always a good thing. Yes. My guy. And Corday here. All right. Well, I was hoping to see if I could wait for this move. Okay. By the way, so maybe I better make a move here. I'm gonna go with Corday. Or no, I mean, who was it? Gonna go with Curtis here. I'm on the over. Clippers and Memphis. Let's see if Kawhi gets in the lineup. I'll be doomed if he's in, but I'm gonna take the over. Say he doesn't play in this one. All right. Couple more here. Jamal Clippers and the points. All right. All right. Well, I don't necessarily have the official Steam move here. We do see movement right now, though. The move is coming in. It is going to be Steam, I believe. We shall see. But right now, Mindy, this line has moved to 14. Look, some places opened this one 12.5. Some opened at 17. They had no idea what they were doing. Right now, it's 14, pretty much. The move is maybe on Portland a little bit. Portland's signing guys off the street right now, though.
Yeah, I mean, they just can't score, right? I mean, I don't know. It's just one of those they just can't score. Kings on the other hand, are scoring. I think the Kings will just take it to them. I'm going to take the Kings here. They are 8-1 against spread the last 9 road games here as well. I hate these big points, but Kings are good enough to get it done here.
Well, we did it. We did it last time, or you did it last time. I don't remember if we did, but King got that big number. Let's see here. Curtis likes the over here. I think I can get behind that. Thomas Lewis on the Kings. I'll be on the Kings with you. Let's roll with the Kings.
Okay.
Angel Reyes says they're shining guys from the rec center. They really are. They really are. The last guy they signed was, I think, out of the league. They signed a guy last night. It was, I believe, out of the league. So, going to take him here and lay the big number. Too bad for Portland. It's ended like this with a thud a little bit, but Jamal and the Kings, they're just getting blown out right now. So, I agree. Might be a big night for the Kings, even though they're on the road. They might put up a big number here. We're on the Kings minus 14 points on the road. Wow.
Ugh.
Doesn't sound like something.
What are we doing, Ramon? What are we doing?
Yeah. Well, Portland has probably moved to with all due respect to the Pistons and the Rocket, right? Portland, not talking about overall record. I'm just talking about at this very second, I think Portland's probably the worst team in the league. Spurs and Warriors. Warriors a gigantic favorite here, minus 17.5. It's funny because, Kerr, Pop, they're good buddies. So, maybe there's not a blowout. Why do the Warriors need to blow out the Spurs, Mindy?
Well, I mean, this one's a tough one. I mean, we've had to play this one throughout the season here. Warriors 2-1 now, scoring 112. Spurs 0-3, scoring 103. The Warriors, they play really good at home, but they haven't beaten anyone by 17 or 16.5, whatever. I'm going to take the Spurs here and the points.
Mindy, why are you taking the points? You could be like Angel, and he's taking the plus 1,000 for a quarter,
Right?
for $25, to win 250.
Right. I mean, I could.
Yeah.
Huh.
The Warriors got steam, no doubt about it. Up from 15.5 here. So Mindy says maybe what I'm thinking, right? You got Kerr and Pop. They're good buddies. We don't need to blow these guys, out of the water. They could. I don't see any
Well, that's
reason
the thing
why.
is this Warriors team, they just don't let off the gas. Like when they're up, they're up 15, and they're still just out there, launching threes from half court. It's just one of those. It's just, that's the only thing that always worries me about this Warriors team is like they just don't take their foot off the gas, it seems to me. They don't use any clock. They just whatever.
I'll be on the over in this one for sure. At what, 242? Seems outrageous, but I think might get there. I'll go over 242 in this one, and figure they, not too interested in necessarily some defense. They don't need to. All right, Mindy's on the Spurs. I'm on the over here. All right, last one, Mindy, Nuggets and Suns. And the Suns are up to a 9.5-point favorite now. This one opened much, much lower. You know what that means? We just saw Jokic miss the game last night with a calf injury. What would make you think that he could get in the lineup tonight? And also Jamal Murray is doubtful for this one. So big move here on the Suns. Looks like the Nuggets content at this point. A little rest as well. What do you got?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I still think the Nuggets can give them a hard time, no matter who's in the lineup. Durant. I think he's going to have trouble getting back up to steam. He's 5 for 18 shooting. I'm going to go ahead and take the Nuggets here, plus the big points.
Okay, yeah, you're getting bonus points here for sure in this one. So let's see here. Terrell's going to be Warriors third quarter. He's ready. He thinks he'll come out firing in the second half. Oh, I'm sorry, wrong. We're on the left. Sorry about that, guy. Curtis on the over here in this one. Steam's on the under. It opened 233. It's down to 236. I see this one going only one way, and that's under. This is one where you got to respect the move, but I always respect Curtis when he has a lock.
What did you say the total is on this one right now?
Is the total right now, Mindy?
26. Okay. I thought you said 236. My fault.
No, but it was 233, as high as 233, and there's no doubt it was as high as 233 on the overnight. That was before, Jokic out, Jokic questionable, and, again, Jamal Murray also out of this game. So Butterscotch, though, likes Denver with you. Angel Reyes says the Suns. Thomas Lewis on Denver. Fernando on Denver.
Chicken nuggets and barbecue sauce.
And Corday on the under. Me and Corday are together in this one. I like the under in the Nuggets and the Suns. Thomas says Jokic gets back in the lineup tonight. I don't know. I think seeing it 9.5 is the indicator to me that he will not be in the lineup. I know Murray's out too, so maybe that's why you got the factor of questionable. So what I would say though to Thomas is if he does think and he does feel strongly about it, to play it now, get this 9.5 because once Jokic is ruled in the lineup, it's going to go down to probably 8.5, 8, maybe even 7.5. I would think. Thank you, Scotch. Uh, they hate when I say this over on the our boss, but Scotch can just take over now. He's just basically quoted what I just said, but he was typing it in before I said it, so he knew exactly what we were talking about. I've not had Arby's fish.
Arby's fish nuggets.
No, I think it's a fish sandwich, but
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, when I go to Arby's, I want my I get a well, I like beef and cheddar, or I just get an Arby's melt, add bacon because I like the onion roll, but sometimes I like with sesame seed bun. So I'll order like it's called an Arby's melt. It's kind of like one of those, what do they call it, Mindy, when it's not on the menu, the secret menu.
Yeah, secret.
You won't find it on the little board, but if you say Arby's melt, you're gonna get sesame seed bun, you're gonna get beef piled high, and you're gonna get cheddar cheese sauce. No red sauce. I don't mind the red sauce either, but I don't get it normally. So
Gotcha. Huh.
There's some food talk. Oh, Corday. Oh, Corday's going cordon bleu. Corday, cordon bleu.
Yeah, I usually go for
Very high level.
the French dip. That's what I like.
And Buddy Rowe with a late play here on Suns' first half. So it's funny how some people are totally anti-RB, but I don't know. I think pretty good. Pretty good. All right. Hockey time.
Hockey time.
Yep. All right, Mindy. Let's get to the ice. Oh, 6/5 over 20. So what is it?
So is that like I get to pick which one I want?
1.2, is that the total? That.
I would like to pick the 6.5. There we go.
All right, in this one, Mindy, we started off here. The goalie computer is failing me over here.
Oh, goodness.
You'd think if I could win 6 dimes and more than that,
I could have good equipment, Ramon.
I'd get a new computer, but all right. until
plugging away.
Yeah, until this thing totally dies on me. Well, it gets the job done when I'm handicapping. I'm handicapping my 4 computers. It seems to want to work when I'm here when I need it on the show.
Right.
All right. Here we go. Rangers. I would think maybe Halak, the goalie here, because we just saw the Rangers. Who didn't check to see? I watched some of the game. I know the Rangers had. We won with that one though, with the under yesterday. Rangers and Devils. And
wound up winning it for whatever reason.
Now that goalie computer's fired up, we can see if anybody has any goalie information. They're welcome to chime in. Definitely for the Sabres, you definitely have Levi in there, Devin Levi in this one. This will be his NHL debut. He was pretty awesome in college, but this is his NHL debut. He was drafted in the 7th round in 2020 and out of Northeastern, but this will be his debut, and maybe it'll be Halak for the Rangers.
Well, let's hope he has a good debut, right? I'm going to go to the under. It's 4-0-1, and the Rangers' last 5 road games, 9-4 the last 13 meetings here between these two as well. Going to go under that 6.5.
Okay, Mindy on the under here. Rangers and Sabres still could be Shesterkin, but I think Halak might be in there today. So Yeah, I get where you're going with it, especially at a 6.5. But boy, $1.40. Give me the Rangers. Sign me up. Man, I kind of want them as a premium, but I don't know about that total. And I'm going to pivot here and take the Rangers in this one. Yeah, Rangers disappointing yesterday. Sabres, though, at home and different, right? I like him on the road. Angel says he lives and dies with the Rangers. Is that his team? I didn't know that was his team.
Yeah, because I thought Angel's from Texas, right? Am I wrong?
Buffalo puck line here, minus about $1.90 or so on the Buffalo puck line. Terrell wants the over. That's the way I was leaning, but I thought it was going to come. I mean, it's 6.5 juiced big time to the over, right? If Shesterkin was in there and it's 6.5, I'm automatically on the under. But no, not in this one. I
Not
think
in this one, huh?
no, could be right there. Could get to 7. I don't know. I respect what you're saying, Mindy. Here, Rangers bounce back. And Butterscotch says, check that injury report, Ramon. Make sure you know what's going on with this one. So for Buffalo, it is Samuelson, the defenseman. Thompson, he's questionable. So some injuries here, no doubt. And the Anderson with him not being available in goal definitely has them starting the rookie here today. So I'm going to go with the Rangers in this one. Mindy is on the under. Angel, maybe you'll take those Rangers. Hey, you live and die with this team.
Right.
So, and injury for Angel says injuries for Sabres, but I'm only showing one significant. Let me see here. Well, I included Anderson just because he's a goalie, but I mean, I think we knew that he was going to be questionable, so that's why. But Samuelson, Thompson, and both guys on the left side. So, yeah, Buffalo does have a few injuries, no doubt about it. So, Thompson, yep, there it is. Thompson, game time decision. Jamal wants the Rangers, Angels on the Rangers, and Angels in LA. All right. Okay, here we go. Next up, it's the Red Wings and the Jets. In this one, the Jets 245 total is 6 over 15 there, but I'm showing this one dropping here. Mindy might be 6 flat now.
Okay, I'm going to take the Red Wings here on the puck line. They are 18 and 18 on the road puck line. Jets 16 and 20 on the home puck line. Jets are only 2 and 6 in their last 8 home games here as well. So going with the Red Wings.
I will go with you, Mindy Hahn, and take the Red Wings on the puck line. I just think this line's a bit too high. We got the Red Wings here probably minus $1.25 or so at plus a goal and a half. And the fact that I think this will be a low scoring game today kind of has me even more interested in the puck line today. I'm going to take the Red Wings with you. Corday will take the Red Wings here in this one as well. Might not get much by way of the chat here, so maybe we'll get ready to move on. But we're going to be on the Red Wings as our play. We don't have many plays today, Mindy, but here's one of them. Here's one of them: Red Wings puck line, and I got this one. Look, the Jets are just a monster under team, and can the Red Wings really get much going? They're going to have to get something for us, but 3-2 sounds pretty good. All right. Flames, Canucks. Flames on the road here, $1.30 total, 6.5 over 15.
Gonna go over the total. It's 4-0-1 in the last 5 in Vancouver. The under's 4-1 the last 5 meetings here head to head as well. Gonna go over 6.5.
All right, well, I put it at 6.5 over 30, so I would think maybe even as high as 35 on my models here. So I think there is some wiggle room here to take the over with you, and I will go over in the Flames and the Canucks tonight. Why wouldn't I with these two teams? Seems pretty solid. And 6.5, I'll do it. So Dart says, what about Thatcher Demko Day? Here's Corday on the Canucks in this one. Scott didn't mention it before because he didn't quite get it to it, but he did like the Red Wings as a puck line as a Scotch lock. And he does like the over with us in this one. Jamal likes the Canucks. I think I like the Canucks too in this one. But I'm going to go with over with Mindy here for 2 plays so far on this NHL card. We're down to the last game here officially.
We are.
With the Stars and the Coyotes in this one. The Stars are minus 235, the total 6 under 15.
I'm going to go over the 6 here. It's 5-1 Coyotes last 6 playing on rest. 4-1-1 Coyotes last 6 home games. Dallas 8-1 the last 9 as well, following a win to the over. Going to go over in this one.
And you know what I'm on here? The Kings of the home money line. The Arizona Coyotes will take them plus the 1.5 tonight against the Stars. You know what? I don't even mind this on the money line tonight. Maybe we can get Arizona to get home with a win against Dallas. Looks like could be Ottinger for sure. No confirmed goalies, but let's see here. If there's a Ottinger and Vejmelka is mostly expected to be in there, so I'm going to take
Arizona. The Coyotes in this game before, Ramon.
I'll take them on the puck line.
All right.
Every time at home. I'll take them on the puck line at home against the best teams in the Western Conference. I love going out to the Mullet Arena and hanging out with 5,000 rabid Coyotes fans.
Rabid.
All right. That's a look at the show. Mindy will type in but I'll give out a few more plays here while Mindy's doing that. And just for fun, not for fun. These are real. These are real free plays. Like I said, I already have a couple of the other, couple plays already loaded on the site in our sponsor video and in our leaderboard video today in these women's games. But I'm going to round it out as well with some sides and totals just because they are the Final Four. So here we go with LSU and Virginia Tech. I'm going to give out the over here, LSU and Virginia Tech tonight as my play here on the show in women's basketball. Semifinal number 1 tonight in the Final Four. I'm going to take over. And also in the other big game, I'm going to take the Iowa Hawkeyes plus 12 points. Look, South Carolina's awesome, but so's Caitlin Clark. Look, Aaliyah Boston, she's awesome. South Carolina has an incredible defense, but Iowa's gotten into some high-scoring games. They can, man. They're getting 12 points, man. Come on. I know South Carolina's good, but they're 12 points better than one of the top 4 teams in the country. I was not lucky to get here. I was darn good. And I'm going to take Iowa plus the points tonight against South Carolina in the women's Final Four. All right, let's take a look. Mindy's got the
Thanks
play.
for that,
Yeah, got one more for you here, but let me this first. Well, not one more play, but okay. Seattle under 7.5. That's our play in Major League Baseball. Thank you, Curtis. Good luck. Great to have you as always. Fernando, hey, this ain't for fun. This is for money.
Right.
Here comes the NBA plays the Kings, Pistons under, and Hornets. And in hockey, Flames over and Red Wings puck line. All right, we got 6 plays out there. Hey, one more game I've got for you. I don't have a play yet. I don't know.
What?
Yeah, but the Sea Dragons are going to take on the Renegades tonight. The Renegades are apparently a 5-point favorite here in this one. I'm sorry. The Sea Dragons, of course, are favored. Let me even fix it. It's good thing, I'm not betting this game. I don't even know who's favored, but I know the Sea Dragons are going to be favored in this one.
So I've seen a lot of totals at like 37, 38. Has that been kind of what they've been averaging?
No, not necessarily.
For the
It's
Seattle
been,
team?
well, it has been a bit of an under, but there have been some overs, and Seattle's been pretty hot of late. So I don't know. I don't know if they should be favored by 5. And I'm going to give out the Renegades right now. Why not? You can't play in the back end, and there hasn't been any real, steam movement. But 5 points. Give me Arlington plus the points tonight against the Sea Dragons.
The Sea Dragons with the worst helmets of all time. I don't know why they made it look so like kindergartnerish.
Butterscotch, let's cash. Buddy Row, VTech Moneyline. Check a look at my videos today on the women's Final Four. Great job, Mindy. Great job, everybody in the chat. Thank you so much for joining us. We're back tomorrow on Saturday.
With the Ramon game. See if his team can actually make it.
Oh, gosh. What am I thinking?
Forgot already? Forgot all about it.
Well, yeah.
Playing it day by day.
Thank you, Thomas. Yeah, no, it's going to be great. It's going to be exciting, and I guess I'll save my
enthusiasm.
No, I have major concerns.
As
major concerns.
Yes, you usually do have concerns about all of your teams.
Dart thrower.
Give them a break.
If I do know this, if UConn, if he's talking about winning their semifinal game, that they will beat them. I don't know if he's talking directly at me, but
I think
if
so.
San Diego State could win and UConn will win, it will be dart thrower against Ramon.
Scott.
Yeah, dart thrower is a Connecticut fan, and I'm an Aztecs fan, and I just remember back in 2011 when and I know Dart Thrower remembers it too, when Walker lit up the Aztecs. We could not stop Kemba Walker. We thought we were going to win that game, and we forgot that Kemba Walker was money in that game, and he owned that game and crushed San Diego State's soul in the Sweet 16. So, okay, Mindy, great job, everybody. Thank you so much. We'll catch you again tomorrow with more Morning Steam. Thank you, and good luck.
Goodbye.